And now, most of the times, it's the US PEO because that is the biggest pain point that they have, right? And if you look at the US PEO market, still today, like in 90% of the PEO are powered by the same Prism HR system that was built in 1980s, right? And there's a lot of gap in terms of what they cannot do internationally, right? So if we solve the most pressing aspect of their stack, which is the PEO and the benefits, we were trusted to get everything else, from them, right? So we call it a primary vendor approach. So PEO is always a primary vendor. Your contractors in your one may not, because you can always move to a new platform and they can support that. So that's how our customers have been growing. Now the go-to-market has been, even though we have all kinds of product, the go-to-market has been focused on the PEO stack, just because that was the one that we saw, the one, dire needs in the market, PEO plus the global. And a lot of the customers, came through our PEO and continued to expand, right? Now they're moved out of a PEO to an ASO model with their own benefits. Our system is flexible enough to support that. Once again, like Prism HR backed PEOs cannot do that. So that's another, that's another segment of what we're seeing a lot of traction, because some companies would come to us like, hey, we're like 80 employees and we plan to be 250 next year. So this year PEO would work for us, but next year it does not, right? So that basically limited very few options, including Niural being one of those 2 or 3 options. So that also helped us really well to kind of focus a little bit on that segment where there is clear pinpoint.